There is an old story from the mountains of China about a young scholar named King. He lived completely alone in a small, drafty house at the edge of a forgotten village. He had no family, no friends, and no wealth. Every night, his only companion was a single flickering candle on his wooden desk. But one rainy night, the atmosphere in his room changed. The air became freezing cold, and the flame of his candle turned a strange pale green. Ging looked up from his books. Standing in the shadows of his doorway was a girl. She wore a simply white robe. She was incredibly beautiful, but her face was as white as fresh snow, and she made no sound when she breathed. Her name was Ailian. She did not tell him where she came from, and Gang did not ask. He did not care that she was a ghost. All he knew was that when she sat beside him, his lonely room did not feel so empty anymore. For months, Ailian visited him every single night as soon as the sun went down. They did not do anything grand. They just sat together in the quiet. Sometimes Ging would read to her. Sometimes they would just hold hands. Even thought her fingers felt like ice. For the first time in his life, Ging was happy. He loved her soul, and she loved his. But winter came, and Ailian began to change. She started missing nights. When she did appear, she refused to step into the light. She stayed in the darkest corner of the room, hiding her face behind her long sleeves. Ging could hear her weeping softly in the dark. "What is wrong?" Ging asked, stepping towards her. "Why are you hiding from me?" Aryan shrank behind into the shadows. Her voice was trembling. A teeny fragile whisper. "Do not come closer, Gang," she begged. "The dead cannot stay in the world of the living forever. My time is running out. My spirit is breaking apart, and I am losing my form." Gang, Gang's heart broke hearing her cry. "Let me see you," he pleaded. "Let me look at your face. I want to remember you clearly forever." "No," she cried, her tears hitting the floor without a sound. "If you look at me now, the beautiful illusion will shatter. You will see what death truly does to the things we love. You will be afraid of me." "I could never be afraid of you," Gang said. He took the candle from his desk. His hand trembled as he walked into the dark corner. Slowly, gently, he raised the light to her face. Gang gasped, not from fear, but from pure crushing sorrow. The beautiful girl was gone. The afterlife had begun to root her spirit away. Her skin was cracked and pale like broken porcelain. Her beautiful eyes were shallow, bleeding black tears, and her hair was turning into a cold grey ash right before his eyes. She looked terrifying, but her eyes still held the exact same love for him. Ailian covered her face, sobbing in, sobbing in shame. "I told you," she whispered. "I am hideous now." Gang did not run away. He did not drop the candle. Instead, he blew out the flame, plunging the room into the absolute darkness so she would not have to feel ashamed anymore. In the pitch black, he reached out, found her cold, fragile body, and pulled her into a tight, desperate embrace. "You are not hideous," Ging whispered into her dark hair, his own tears falling now. "My eyes loved your face, but my soul belongs to yours. I don't care what you look like. Please don't leave me." Ailian did not speak. In the dark, Kang felt her cold arms wrap around his neck one last time. She pressed her face against his chest. He felt a soft, warm breeze brush against his cheek, like a final gentle kiss, and then his arms became light. When Ging reached out in the dark, there was nothing there. Ailian had dissolved into the cold night mist. She was gone forever. Gong lived Gang lived to be a very old man. He never married and he never left that small house. Every night until the day he died, he would light a single candle on his desk, leave the chair next to him completely empty, and wait in the quiet, longing for a shadow that would never return.